So this video is going to be about the the part where I document um, my struggles. I mentioned in the previous videos that that my laptop is malfunctioning and it has a lot of defect. The keyboard of that laptop, letter A, it does not work, and then the hinge, you cannot fold it. So if you fold it, you have to if you fold it, it will not open. So it is smoothie. Sometimes it will not open, sometimes it will open. So it's dependent on it's dependent on the it's smoothie. So but here, so it is smoothie, and then that the goal I had to make is to buy a new laptop by the year of 2021. So um I'm I gave up a lot of time, I gave up writing, and I gave up writing and had to buy and sell. So uh, I bought this I bought this iPhone, iPad. This is cheap. I bought this for 4,000 pesos. So I don't know the conversion of that, the but that's just one item that I bought. But the point is, for this month of December, what I did is I had to go to Craigslist, to Carousel. It's a buy and sell website. Craigslist, Carousel, Locanto, um, and Facebook. So Facebook, Twitter. So those five other activities. Um, uh, this um, so those five other websites where I had to go. I had to go. Um, uh, I had to go to those five websites, and what I did is goes like this. In the search bar, I type looking for. So looking for shoes, looking for brand new cell phone, looking for smartphones, looking for clothes, looking for shirts. So that's what I did. So the list will show me people who are looking to buy those items. So I I will do those job for them. So because people are just like, if you're looking for something, like I say, um you need a mouse. So what you will do is post an ad on Carousel looking for a mouse. So that's it. That's all you may do. So you may search on it, but then you're going to set it aside. But so what I did is find that item for the owner, for the person who are looking for that item. So I had to search for different kinds of mouse and different specs. I have a tablet. I think it was a King brand. It is a local brand. The one that I sold previously. Anyway, someone is looking for a tablet. I bought a King tablet, and then I bought the King tablet and then sell it to that person. So I bought the King tablet, and then I got it, then I increased the price, and then I sell it to that person who is looking for the King tablet. Um, yes, that's what I did for the month of December. Yeah, so I bought the tablet and then sell it to the person looking for it. So I got a commission of that, and I just added a price. Now, uh, now, so sometimes I'm going to buy items that are beyond my means. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the struggle of that. So the struggle is because they are looking for items, they're looking for products, and I will buy it for them. The problem is I don't have the money to buy them, to buy the product. So what I did is put this smartphone on a loan basis. So I put my smartphone on a loan. So for days, for several days, no, for 2 to 3 days, I don't have a smartphone. I am depending on my laptop. So because I need the money to buy that product they are looking for. So this is where it is crucial, and this is where the struggle and frustration and a lot of anxiety is happening, because the product that I am going to buy may not suit the taste of that person looking for it. So one person is looking for a wristwatch Casio. So there are different kinds of Casio, and I had to browse through them, and I had to find the specs, ask him what he is looking for, and then I'm going to find it in Twitter, in Facebook, in Craigslist, and Carousel. So and then I'm going to match them and match those specs, match the needs. Here is where it keeps me awake. Some of those items have defect, so there are hidden defect, defect part. So when I bought them, I bought the item and tried to pass that item to the person looking for it. He does not want it because now he saw the defect that I did not see. One of them is an iPhone. So the iPhone has uh, so long it's almost 2021. So the defect of the iPhone is that the Wi-Fi. So it has to be near the Wi-Fi router. So the Wi-Fi is working, but the iPhone has to be near the router. So the owner tested that, when we met, tested that and tried to connect to Starbucks Wi-Fi. He did not connect. It wasn't able to connect to the Starbucks Wi-Fi. The person who sold that item to me did not mention that. So the defect that he mentioned is that dents and scratches. He did not mention about the Wi-Fi problem, even though he knows about it because I asked him. So what happened. He did not take the product, so he did not buy it, and now I have the iPhone, and this smartphone is on a loan basis. So if I fail, they will have the loaner, the pawn shop will not give me back my smartphone. And you have to understand this: the pawn shop did not buy my smartphone on a full payment basis, so it's only half. So I'm not going to be able to buy the same iPhone again with the money that they gave me. So the iPhone that I have, what what the iPhone that I have now, I'm going to um, post that iPhone. I'm now going to become the seller. So I'm going to post that iPhone in Carousel, Facebook, Craigslist, and Locanto. So I'm going to be for sale. So and then I have to cash out more money for the ads. So carousel website, they offer advertisement, so I pay them so that my ad will go on the top search. So those who are looking for iPhone, they will find the iPhone. And I did not just do that. What I did is, well, what I did is I searched for someone who is looking for an item. So take note, I already have the iPhone, and then I I'm still looking for those items where people request an item. So I have the iPhone, I look at for what they want, and then where was I? I have the iPhone, and then I look at what they want, and then I'm going to work on it already. So they are looking for an item, and then I'm going to search for it. Here's the problem, I cannot buy that item, so I'll have to shell out some of my things. I sold my shoes. I sold two of my shoes and shirts, so just to make it ends meet. But what keeps me awake every night, I cannot sleep because of this, is the adrenaline rush. It is the anxiety. So this is what I want to emphasize in this video. The uncertainty, the doubts that comes with it. Because look, I almost cried several times because defective I got defective items, and it is frustrating, it is annoying because on a they sold it for 2,000 pesos. Now I got it, and then I found the defect. Now I have to lower that 2,000 pesos to 1,500 pesos. So the anxiety that I have is that what is going to be defective this time? How will this go wrong? So that's it. How will, and yeah, another one is, this is hard and push hustle. I go on a hard mode for this one, which is the reason why I did not get to write for a few days, because I focus on this. For example, in carousel, I spent a total of 10 hours, 10 full straight hours messaging sellers and buyers. So I'm on the DM for 10 hours, and this is not your copy and paste DM, because I'm going to click the user, and I'm going to look at the interface, the items that they are selling, and I'm going to match it. I'm going to match what I offer to their interface. For example, I open a seller where he sells shoes. I want I want an iPhone. So if he sells shoes, I have to add shoes. So I have to add this. So like I say, I have to add an item. So I have to match the interface. So what do I mean? Swap. In the carousel search bar, I type swap Android phone. So I'm going to find them. I open the user, and then Samsung Galaxy swap for iPhone or any latest Android phones. So Samsung Galaxy looking to swap it to iPhone and any latest Android phones. My the the smartphone that I have is not updated. It is not latest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the user's interface, and then I will look at the items, and I will look at the character of that seller. Um, so I'm going to look at that character of that seller, his or her personality. So because the phone that I'm going to trade, it is not updated, it is not recent, and that's not something he is looking for. However, if I offer something, if I offer an item, however, if I offer an item that he will like, then maybe, just maybe, he will take the the Android phone that I have. For example, one of the sellers that I find is it has he sold he said she sells jewelry stones and necklace. I offered this amethyst rock. So I've always had this. So I offered this amethyst rock plus the Android phone. So amethyst rock, Android phone, and because of that, I am able to cut the deal. So I just cannot go out. I just cannot go out today or tomorrow because it's the holiday. So, but that's the point. I match the personality. I look at the personality of the seller, and I look around in this room and in this house on what I can offer him. So, because he is not exactly looking for that, he's not looking for that. He's not searching for that. But deep down, he wants the item. So it's not something that he thinks about, but when he saw it, but because I offered it, he now likes it. Another one is this shell. So I'm about to lose this in the following days because someone will I offered this to someone. I haven't received his answer yet, so I haven't, what do you call this, he hasn't replied to me yet, so I don't know if that deal will go down. So that seller is not looking for a shell, so it's just me. I just offered that, I just added that here. Hey, you're looking for a shirt, how about this shell? I saw your interface is like this, appears like this, and maybe you want a genuine authentic shell. So if you want it, if you want the shell, hit me up. or or if you want the shell, I'm selling it for 3,000 pesos. So along those lines. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the month of December. um, I mentioned that I hated it. I hated the uncertainty and the doubt because I don't know if the product I'm going to get is defective. There are hidden issues that sellers do not mention. So yeah, there are hidden issues, and it's what keeps me awake all the time, and it's the reason why I cannot write, because maybe this time I'll get lucky, or maybe this time I will not get lucky. So this one is the latest purchase. This is really cheap. So it's an iPod 2. It has an iCloud issue, so you cannot sign in to the Apple Store, but you can use it for Wi-Fi users only. Safari, and I don't know what are the other apps, but you cannot download from the App Store. So, and I'm about to give that to someone because the mother thinks she can give it to his child. So where the child will just watch YouTube. By the way, I'm the one who suggests that, because the seller, her interface, it has baby and children products, toys, Nerf guns, diapers, scooters, anyway, children items. So when I offered this iPad, when I offered this iPad, I did not just offer this iPad. I mentioned that, hey, maybe your children will like um, will like to have a new gadget for 2021. This iPad, this iPad, so this iPad, it has a YouTube where your children can just watch and listen to music. So it is good. The mother did not think about that. I suggested it, and now she accepted it. Again, I don't know if she will take it, because the answers are really tentative. I'm not sure, or they just ignore my message. So yeah, um, another one important thing here is that I hated it. Um, I hated it, and having an OCD does not help. Um, so another reason is that, because I have OCD, and it doesn't help that I have OCD and doing this kind of job, because I I'm starting to have an obsession, to have an I'm starting to obsess about the offers that I make. Like, kasi I'm supposed to sleep around 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. I'm going to start those the entire time I've been working for the weekend to sell the product, um, to sell the product yeah, to sell the product. The um, I remember my offers, and I have to check back on them if I said it right. Do you get what I mean? Um, like, kasi the offer that I make once is a is a shoes, a shirt, and anyway, they're like the way it is, the way I phrase it. So I'm going to get up from my bed, open my laptop just to check that one statement. So did I do it right? Did I do it wrong? Or maybe I forgot to add something, or maybe I forgot to add an offer. I forgot to add the shirt. So, and the thing is, the chat history showed that I did not make any mistake. I did not make, there was no error, but I cannot calm my anxiety until I see it. So now that it is there, and it is confirmed that what I offer is the one that I wanted it, I have to go back to bed. But I have to check all of the chats, whether I did it right or wrong, or I said what I have to say. Anyway, I'll have to end this video and make a part 2 of this. Until the next time. So just a quick update. Just a quick update about about documenting about buying a new um about my journey of buying a new laptop. So I have this here. It is a Kate Spade iPhone cover. So what I did today for the whole day since 7 in the morning, and it's now 7 in the evening, is that I went to every social media sites and I typed in iPhone 7. I'm selling iPhone 7. I'm selling iPhone 7. I'm selling iPhone 7 Plus. And I sent an IDM, I think all of them. So in Facebook, in Carousel, in Locanto, um, every site that you can think of. So I think that's what I did for the whole 10 hours today. I told myself I have another trike, but I was not able to write because of that. So because of this, and unfortunately, after 10 hours of DMing people, talking to them and convincing them, telling them the price, at the end of the day, no one will take the iPhone case. So no one is interested to buy this. I think it's because it is already 2020 and people are more focused on buying the latest and recent iPhones. So it is already iPhone XR, iPhone 10, and I'm selling something. A I'm selling a brand, an item that is from 4 years ago. So even if they have iPhone 7, they are not interested to buy another accessory for it because they want to buy the next one, the latest release of iPhone. So if they are going to buy the latest release of iPhone, they cannot use this. I tried. I tried it because it's not just an iPhone case, but it is also Kate Spade. It is Kate Spade. So I think collectors are going to be interested on that. But I am wrong. I am wrong about that. No one is interested, and I wasted the entire day. So yeah, until the next time. So just a quick update. So every books behind me, all of this, they will have to go. Um, the Kate Spade case, no one is interested on them. But when I listed five of these books, I get a lot of inquiries and I accepted them. The Game of Thrones, the Song of Ice and Fire, they are not originally for sale because admittedly I don't want to let go of them yet. So these are pre-loved books. I read all of them and I bought them. So and I'm going to sell them half the price of from when I bought them. So they will have to be let go. I don't want to let them go, but I have to do that because I need the laptop and I need to let go of them so I can gain something. I have to buy a laptop and so I can do my work there and be more productive. So it is hard to let go, but it is necessary, and I have to unload them from my bookshelf. So yeah, um, another notice that I had I had a plan and I wanted to sell this item, but no one is taking that. No one is taking that, and I did a something like door to door, except I did it in DM. So I DM people, and the Kate Spade case, no one is interested on them. So no one is interested on them. No one likes to buy the case, and I spent a lot of hours just doing that. So it is frustrating. However, I put this on the list. I put this on an ad 10 minutes after I get inquiries, and tomorrow I will have to deliver all of them. The Mitch album series will be for one person, so the delivery of that will be in Eastwood, while the rest of the books will be in MOA, Mall of Asia. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to go to different places tomorrow. Yeah, that is for this update of trying to buy a new laptop. So until the next time. So just a quick update. I get I got another setback. Um, I was I am feeling good when I was feeling good when I sold the books. It was two different set and from two different buyers. So one in one in Mall of Asia and another one is in Makati. So she changed her schedule. So um, when I receive the money from the items that I sold, I felt good and I felt better. So yeah, I thought everything is going well. And that is my mindset. But deep down, I know something is not something is not going to go right, and it cannot you cannot just we cannot just have um smooth transaction all the time, and it's not going to go well all the time. So what happened is the money that I earned from those two transactions, from the two negotiations I had, is I'm supposed to buy a GoPro. So I went to to the seller, and he told me that he was not available. That was around 1 in the afternoon. So I told him I can wait, and he said, sure. So what happened is he told me that he will only be available around 5 to 6. So I waited about 4 to 5 hours. Now, the wait doesn't really matter because I had a lot of other things that I can do. I'm learning a language and I'm writing. So I learn a language in the food court while waiting. So the waiting never bothered me. But um, but around 5 to 6 I was when I got up on him and we were supposed to meet, he told me that he already sold the item. He already sold the item, which means it's gone. I'm waiting for nothing. And he did not inform me about that he already sold it. Now, I had the feeling that it's not going to go well because I just got yes, yes, and then of course no, the disappointment. But another reason why I'm not, I had a, I had an inkling why this will not go down is because the item is sold cheaply in carousel. So it is the cheapest. It is the cheapest. It is the cheapest group GoPro in carousel. So everyone is battling to have those, and I think it's almost like an auction. Is this still available? It had about 50 likes, so there is a chance I am competing with one of those 50 and other potential buyers. So I I've been what happened is something that's still bothering me because I already set my mind ahead of that. So he talked to me, he said we can meet, and the transaction was supposed to go down. But it did not because but it did not. So so my mind is already into the future. So that GoPro is supposed to be, I'm not interested in GoPro, but that GoPro is supposed to add to the items that I'm going to trade with the laptop. So I already had I was I have two people willing to trade their laptop. So I'm just collecting gadgets at this point so I can trade the laptop. That GoPro will delay the purchase of the laptop, and I have to go hustle and look for another gadget where where I can swap and trade instead of buying it. So the disappointment is I already had that GoPro in mind, and I already projected a laptop within a week, but so it, it didn't work. Um, what else? So that's it. So quick update. So this black leather jacket, I was supposed to trade or sell it. So this is not in my list. Um, when I am approaching sellers, the items that I offer are not on my list. So I offered this, he agreed. So earlier today, I went to that buyer's home. It did not fit him. Um, so the setback and the struggle here is that uh, measurement and lower your expectation because the client may already agree to the transaction, but if it doesn't fit them or if it doesn't match their taste, then they can cancel it on the spot. So he said he was sorry that he had to cancel. So even though I went to his place already, and it's the pandemic, so it is really difficult to leave the house because I just commute and spend a lot of money for the transportation fee. So it did not push through, so I have to try again. I have to try other clients again. Another one is um, MacBook is so expensive. Um, MacBook Pro from 2012, it is supposed to be cheap. So because it is already outdated. So it's been what, 8 years, 8 to 9 years already. And Pro MacBook Air from 2012 still cost so much, which is one of the items I am thinking to trade because I already have two possible for the final, for the result of this documentary of me trying to buy a new laptop, not exactly new, but used second-hand laptop. So HP Spectre and MacBook. So between those two, because they agreed to a trade, they agreed to trade something. The struggle that I am having right now is it doesn't match the price, the swapping, they call it swapping price. So the items that I am trading are not enough to cover the actual cost. So that's it. So I have to cover the cost of that. I have to match the swapping price. And MacBook MacBook Air or HP Spectre from 2016. Until next time. So just another update. Um, I mentioned before that I made I made an Instagram account so I can join a lot of giveaway and a lot of freebies. So in YouTube, the um, the YouTubers who are doing a giveaway, they require the participants to have Instagram account. So I mentioned before that I created that Instagram for to get a to to win a giveaway laptop. So yeah, and for the past few days and the past few weeks, I am consistent with social media, with YouTube and Instagram. Um, it is scheduled. I scheduled. I put it in my calendar, in my note to check. Um, to always check on the search box. To always search. Every morning, I am searching for free laptop giveaway. Um, laptop giveaway. So that's why I made Instagram. That was a few weeks ago, and so far I've joined dozens of events of giveaways already, and not once I win, and I haven't win yet, so not even once. So now that I am hustling the trying to earn, trading and swapping items and trying to earn money, um, selling my items. So now that I am hustling that and working hard for that, and I am receiving updates and new giveaways. So I am receiving updates and new giveaways. I am hesitant to join them. It is not the same as when I first um, it is not the same anymore. So just earlier I checked YouTube giveaway and there are several international giveaways. So I did not join them. So there is part of me that I don't want to join the giveaway anymore because now that I am persisting on trying to sell products and trying to earn money. So I feel like if I earn the giveaway, the freebies, I feel like it will cancel out every effort that I did and I am currently doing. So I'm spending hours and whole days on selling my items and approaching people, DMing people, DMing account sellers account if they are willing to buy my products. So um, yeah, so I don't want to win the to win any giveaway anymore. because it will cancel out my efforts. Another one is that I gave up a lot of my writing time, a lot of my passion. I did not exercise, I did not write, so I can sell my products. So if I'm just going to win, then I should have just written my novel. So that is one. And yeah, so I don't want any giveaways anymore. As for an update for the selling items, there are sellers, there are inquiries that are coming only now, but but I I sent a DM to them a few weeks ago, so I'm just receiving the message now, which means they are just online. They are not regularly online. So when people does not when people don't reply to my inquiries, it doesn't mean they are not interested. It means they did not see my offer. So which is good and which is something that I take positively. Something I take positively. So yeah, because yeah, so I am getting a lot of updates recently. So they are opening now. I think it's because people went on a holiday break during the Christmas season, and it's 2021 now. So they are just opening the carousel account and seeing my DM. I'm getting a lot of interest and negotiations. So yeah, that's it. So just a quick update. So I bought this item for half the price, and it's 3,000 pesos. I got it for 1,500 pesos. So it's going to be part of the items that I'm going to trade supposedly for HP Spectre. So I've been dreaming and fantasizing of having that premium laptop. Unfortunately, this morning, when I when I update the seller, he told me it was already sold. Just as I'm about to trade all of the items I accumulated for the HP Spectre, and it is really unfortunate and sad because I love that HP Spectre. It's the dream laptop that I want to have. The other option is a MacBook, but no, but the MacBook, it has a poor specs. Only 128 gigabyte of storage, while the Spectre has 256. And I like the Spectre more because of the storage and the aesthetic appearance. So that is why I wanted it, but I cannot have it anymore as it was already sold. I think I'm about almost 2 to 3 weeks into accumulating that exact amount he is asking for the items. He was asking for the items, but I did not make it. So and and yeah, let's fix this. I did not make it. So another reflection that I had is I hated bartering, and this is brand new. I bought it in the store, but I've been scrolling through carousel, and one thing I hated is that I hate bartering, especially if I'm going to read the reason for why they are selling the item. One of the reason they say it is because they wanted to help the relatives who are victimized by the flood here in the Philippines. So it is common. I'm going to see that a lot. I'm raising fund and for charity, and I don't like to barter. I feel guilty bartering and asking for last price because they just want to help. They don't exactly sell items, but the purpose of that is to help people who are victimized by the flood. And what I'm going to do is ask um suggest a price and slash it in half. For example, one Oppo cell phone. Oppo is a brand, and the asking price is 3,000, and I'm going to drop 1,500 pesos. So I feel so guilty doing that, negotiating. I feel guilty negotiating, asking for the last price. If I see a price, I wanted to be able to buy that as it is and not negotiate it. But I also need the items, and I also need it for my work and to do so I can write my novel. So yeah, that's one reflection. I feel guilty. Another one is don't do your business in Twitter. It is very useless. I cannot find any seller or anyone interested for the items that I'm offering. Always go for here in the Philippines, Carousel. That's where I spend most of my hours. And then the next is Facebook Marketplace. So sealed, brand new to be added to the items. Until next time. So just a quick update. Surprisingly, earlier today, I got a response. It's ThinkPad E50. So I am surprised the seller replied to my offer, and then she said she was going to consider the offer. Um, she was hesitant because I've offered too many items, and I think she was overwhelmed, and she said that she doesn't know what to do with other items that I offer, so she will consider it. Now, later, um, just 10 minutes ago, about 10 to 15 minutes ago, I checked Carousel, and she deleted the laptop, the ThinkPad E50. So I haven't update on her about the status of it, but I will. Now, I'm surprised I got the ThinkPad E50 response because the price that she was charging for it is 45,000 pesos, while the HP Spectre and the MacBook MacBook 2015, they were both. MacBook is 25,000 pesos. The HP Spectre is around 30,000 pesos. So the ThinkPad E50 is 40,000 pesos. I don't usually cross that boundary, cross that limit, because I think it was too far, and the items that I'm offering, if you sum it all and if you combine it all, I don't think it's going to reach around 40,000 pesos. But she responds, and she deleted. Now, the other HP Spectres 2016, I mentioned that it was gone in Carousel. Now, I check Facebook Marketplace, I type HP Spectre. Now, I'm not, um, the, this different HP Spectre in Facebook Marketplace, it is worth around 15,000 pesos. So that's half of the price of the other HP Spectre, but it is the 2015 version, so it is color white silver. Um, the HP Spectre that I've been wanting is the 2016 version, 2016, 2017, 2018. No, not those 2018, 2017, because they are really expensive. But the black and gold color. So, not this, but because it is 15,000 pesos, I also made an offer to them in Facebook Marketplace. Now, I'm waiting for the response. Um, what else? So, I will probably get the MacBook 2015 version, the 24 to 25,000 selling price, because that's the only offer I have. So that's the only seller who accepted my items. The other is HP Spectre, but I was too late about that. And if this MacBook gets sold, then I'm going to have a huge problem. There are no other available offers for me. I DM sellers and in carousel for almost 6 to 7 hours a day. The other day I was at 10 hours and no one responds to my offer. Normally they will just say no, no thank you, no thanks, and they will just send my message. So HP Spectre 2016 and the MacBook are the only one who are welcoming to my offer, and that is what I'm aiming for. So the only problem is the 128 storage of it, but I will. I've been thinking about it. I'm just going to get a Seagate, Seagate or Western Gate 1 terabyte. It's something like a USB. So 1 terabyte USB hard drive. So Western digital hard drive. That's one. And I'm going to attach it to the MacBook. I think that's more convenient because so if the MacBook malfunctions, I can still retrieve my data from the hard drive, SATA, Western Digital. So yeah, that's it. I do hope the MacBook is still available. So I'm having anxiety already. That's it. So I will be needing the items that I'm going to be trading for the MacBook, and I'm going to be needing some of my shots here in carousel and what I've been doing for the past almost 2 months. I wasted December doing just this. I could have written a novel, and I'm way past my deadline already for my personal project and for my personal project. So the writing and exercise are the I sacrifice them so I can convert something to a laptop. So for this vlog, I am going to read my first chat with the MacBook. I've approached several sellers, several listers before, but they all turned me down. So MacBook is one, and the other one, as I mentioned before, is HP Spectre. So I will read the trade. So the offer is willing to trade iPad 3. Now, iPad 3, I got this also from Carousel. I bargained and barter DSLR Canon EOS 1000D. This DSLR, I got this from a gift from a long time ago. I don't use it, and I'm not really a techie person, so I think it will pass as brand new. But I've never, but it's been stuck here in my place, and I think the battery is drained. So DSLR Canon EOS 1000D, Samsung Galaxy Note 8 LCD leak but opening and working. The Samsung is a second hand. Almost all of the gadgets that I have here are second hand. So from relatives, I don't usually buy things. This sweater is second hand from my uncle who has a body frame the same as me. 100% of my jeans are also second hand. I don't buy things. I don't buy shirts, things, and shoes. This is the other reason. This is another reason that I noticed with Carousel and doing this for the past weeks. And a lot of people love shoes, and a lot of men love shoes, and a lot of them love wristwatches. So, and it is insane because I did not know until this point that you can charge 100,000, 90,000 for just a rubber shoes. So I did not know that. So 90,000 for just a rubber shoes, it's so expensive. It's in pesos, so the average shoes here is around 1,000 pesos to 5,000 pesos. Those are my shoes, but I search and there are hundreds and thousands of rubber shoes. So I don't know, and what makes them, they are not even signed by the players like Jordan Air, I think. Jordan Air, Jordan shoes. So, but they're not signed by Jordan, and it's around 90,000 pesos. So anyway, iPad 3 DSLR. iPad 3 DSLR Canon EOS Samsung Note. The Samsung Note is a second hand by a relative. So I mentioned that some relatives and family members, they are on open line. So every year or every 2 years, the network provider provide them a new and latest gadget. So the old gadget, it became stock and no one is using them. So I got it for free. So Samsung Galaxy Note 8 original Herschel bag. Another one, no one is using the Herschel bag here, so I just ask. Bamboo wooden laptop table with drawer. So that bamboo laptop table, so the bamboo wooden laptop table, I gained that here in Carousel too through a barter, and I got it for half the price. So the response that I get is he cannot see any other items. The vlog stopped on my smartphone stopped, so I don't know if I already mentioned that the RAM is too slow for this. But anyway, if I have to repeat it again. He said that from the items that I offered, he's not interested. No, he's not interested on my list. So on my interface, where I show my items, that where I said that if he wants something on my items, he can choose anything, and if he wants all of them. so he does not want them. But he said that all of the items that I offer him plus 9,000 pesos. Now, I don't have 9,000 pesos in hand, and I don't have, so the deal did not go down. So what happened is I offer other sellers, I look for second-hand unit, defective unit, as long as they have Microsoft Office and the keyboard is working properly. I offered weeks pass, days pass, and no response. Usually I will get is no thanks, and I'll move on. But this specific ad for a MacBook, I don't know if he paid for an ad or Carousel sponsored him. It pops again, so I said I will try it again. So I drop him a message and offer another set of items. So I said Vivo V7 plus black leather jacket plus original Under Armour worth 3K, worth 3,000 with price tag and with receipt. So three items. The Vivo V7 is this smartphone. So that's the new set plus the previous items. And I sent photos, pictures for proof and the receipt. And he said, okay, he's fine with it. Okay, so I got the deal. Now here's the problem. This is a Vivo V7. I will not have any smartphones, and I cannot. That means I cannot vlog. So I mentioned before that I put this phone on a loan. I loan it so I can get the cash and buy some items and then use it to trade. So there are days where I don't have the phone, but it is a loan, which means I can get it back in around 6 months. So the contract that I sign is around 6 to 7 months. If I don't get it within 6 months, the pawn shop will have my phone. Now to stop because the screen is flickering and my phone is telling me insufficient storage. But I had to delete some apps. Anyway, what was I? This phone, Vivo V7, he already agreed for the second set of items plus the earlier offers that I had. So the problem is I cannot, once the transaction goes down, I don't have a phone. The difference between loaning this Vivo V7 is that I can take it back. If I trade it all for a MacBook Air 2015, all of the items, and then this phone, I will never have a phone. I think I will have to get to 2 months before I can afford a cell phone. And that's the debate that I am having here, because I need the phone for vlogging and I vlog outside, so what will I use? And I have nothing to use. I don't worry much about texts or social media or openings or surfing, anything that I use a phone with, because I have a computer, so and I can get through that. But if I don't have a phone for 2 months, and I'm still not sure. So he said okay, he's willing to trade, and I told him I am not ready to trade the Vivo V7. So I approached other sellers and I told the MacBook that I will have to get back on him. Yeah. So I will have to get back on him if whether I can buy a new phone and give up Vivo V7. So days pass again, and in my previous vlogs, I showed you the wireless headphones. It is worth 3,000 pesos, so it's going to be, that item is going to replace Vivo V7, plus I am adding a Stephen Curry shirt, um, Golden State. So I'm adding this. This. So I am adding that, and also this one. And the shoes. So I am adding the shoes. And I am adding this one. I only wore this once, twice, and it's been stuck here for quite some time. So that was a gift, and I'm hoping that the third time I offer him, I haven't offered the shirt and then the shoes, but the next set, I will have to let go of Vivo V7 and replace that with the wireless headphone, shirt, and the shoes. I'm hoping that he will agree to it. I look at his interface, almost all of the items that he sells is gadget, so I don't know if he will agree with the shoes. Another thing, so that's for the MacBook. So for some other context, other offers. So I like it when other sellers and their interface shows shoes, because if they sell shoes, then they can get the shoes, so I can trade it, and they may be interested. I ask, maybe you are interested to buy a shoes. Another one is toys. So this one, this is also another one that I see that is expensive, and I offer this to trade. I look at sellers and their interface. If I see several toy cars, I will offer them, hey, I see that you are selling what they call Hot Wheels. Maybe you are going to be interested in a Lamborghini, so I'm selling it for 500. The pricing is depends. That's another thing. The prices, it really varies from person to person. The MacBook Air, it is charged as, this one who is interested to trade, it is charged as 24,000 pesos. So I'm sure 24, 25, that really depends on him, because it's all about negotiating here. So 24, 25. Another similar item with a similar specs, MacBook Air 2015, is sold at 15,000 pesos. So two similar items, but very different prices. So it really varies to the seller. It varies to the seller how much they want to sell. There are no universal set price when it comes to second-hand units. None. So yeah. So I'll click some of my chat history and try to provide context. So this one is Vivo V19. So my offers are iPhone 6 and its issues, Coach Mislet Converse plus 2,000 pesos, which I have in hand. I gained the 2,000 pesos from selling mugs, mugs that we don't use here. That's how I started it. how I started this trade and online selling. A lot of people are interested in mugs. I think it was December or November when I first had my mugs sale. So 2,000 pesos, and the Vivo V19, she turned the offer down. Another one is Samsung A30s. The offer is the same. Converse Coach Muslet plus 1,000 pesos. She said that iPhone 6s Plus. So she's not interested for iPhone 6. She turned it down. Um, this one is Nike NBA Swingman jersey. So it is 2,500 pesos. I offered a 1K. He only seen my offer, so he ignored it. Um, I'm looking for jerseys, NBA, Under Armour, Stephen Curry shirts, those jersey items, because the MacBook, other than gadgets, he had two shoes, Under Stephen Curry 2.5 and Stephen Curry 2.5. So he had two shoes. So I adjust my offer and I search for Under Armour and Stephen Curry items. So this is why I am still looking for. So he will not have a choice. He will not be tempted to turn it down because he is interested on the products that I offer. So that's why I'm searching for these Under Armour items and Stephen Curry items. Another one is Stephen Curry signature backpack. So these items, she hasn't seen it yet. So there are no indication that she saw the offer yet. Maybe later. Let's see what else. The next 50 chat history here are all Stephen Curry jerseys. So Adidas, Stephen Curry, Authentic Nike, Stephen Curry. So I'm not going to read all of them because it's going to be the same. But here is a Galaxy Tab A swap with smartphone. I offer iPhone 6 plus 2,000. Yeah, so this one is Lenovo ThinkPad E5. I offer a lot for items here because this is 45,000 pesos. E15 ThinkPad E15 i7 10th generation. So I did not expect I will get a reply. But let's read my offer. iPad 3 DSLR Canon, Samsung Note 8 with stylus pen, wooden laptop table with drawer, Herschel Americana bag, original Kenneth Cole watch, original US Polo watch, original Casio wristwatch, Vivo V7, Under Armour shirt, Golden State shirt, Coach wristlet, black leather jacket, original Rockport shoes, sealed David Beckham perfume, iPhone 6, brand new and currently sealed wireless headphones. Let me just count how many are those. So I offer a total of 20 items for one Lenovo ThinkPad E15. So it's almost like a blockbuster trade. He replied to me. This is the other day. Let's go. Thank you, sir. I'll decide on it cause I don't need some of the items. It will take time to dispose everything. So maybe he is interested for some and not interested on other items. So I overestimated it because it is expensive, so let's just drop everything. It's important that you go through the interface so you know the seller's personality, and you know what you're going to trade. But because this is expensive, let's just drop everything on the table. HP NV 2019 worth 42,000. I offer almost the same thing, but the reply is, good morning, cash lang, thank you. So another one is HPNV 2019 HPNV X360. I just love the HP products. I never used it before, but yeah, I like the design. And Elite Folio is another one. It has a leather cover. It's not available in Council or in Marketplace. HP Spectra again. This one is XTI7 from 2015. Under Armour Cup. He was selling it for 500 pesos. I offer only 100 pesos. The result is sin. So he ignored my message. MacBook Air 2015. Another one. Hello, sorry, not for swap because I need the money to buy a new item. So see more chats. This one is Kenneth Cole stainless steel watch. I have no offer, but I asked him if the item can reach EDSA here in Metro Manila where I can get the item. So she hasn't seen it yet, but it's a women's Kenneth Cole watch. It is a steel price, and it is a steel price, but I'm not interested on the item. But maybe in the future I can be some women will be, or men will be interested in the women's Kenneth Cole news watch. So that's why anyway, suggested retail price is 5,000 pesos. She's selling it for 1,400 pesos. That is why I am interested on the item. Yep, there are a lot of hundreds here, so it is almost the same thing. I'll put an update later regarding the MacBook. I'm not giving an offer yet because I really want a bigger storage for a laptop, and it only has 128 gigabytes. You have to my novels alone in this computer is about 40 to 50 gigabytes, so that's already half of the laptop. What about the courses that I am going to be interested on? Masterclass from Neil Gaiman and other online course that I want to watch in the MacBook. So if my and other ebooks, so I'm not going to be able to read ebooks and watch courses, educational programs if there are only 50 gigabytes left on the MacBook. So I needed to be at least 258 gigabytes of storage. But no one, I still don't have any response, and only the MacBook. So yeah. So the next set here are books. So books here, and that's it for today. Until the next time. So, I cannot remember the last time I did a vlog, but in that video I mentioned that I'm about to make the offer for the MacBook. I haven't do that yet because, well, I want to do that, but the message is already ready, the items are ready, but I'm having a lot of anxiety making that offer. Another reason is, um, before this, I think about 4 weeks ago, I read an ad from Asus where it is willing to swap to a MacBook. That Asus is worth around 24,000. The MacBook is also 24,000. But the Asus, it's dominating the specs. 409FA, it is released in 2017. Core i3 7th generation, and most importantly, it has 1 terabyte of storage, 14 inches. So the Asus, it has better specs than MacBook Air 2015, which is released in 2015 and only has 128 gigabytes. It is really insane, and the Asus is also touch screen. The MacBook is not. So the Asus is dominating in all areas, but the MacBook is the same price and is more expensive than the Asus. And that Asus user is willing to trade and make a swap to a lower specs to an older version of a laptop. So it is really ridiculous. I don't know why people want the MacBook when you cannot even do anything with it when compared to Windows. Windows has better specs. I've always been a Windows. I don't know how to use um, Apple product, but the Asus has a better specs. Again, 1 terabyte 2018 release versus 2015 release a laptop. I think I will choose a recent laptop, and that is Asus. So what will happen is I'm going to get the MacBook and trade it to the Asus, which is ridiculous because if I search swap or trade in, the Asus and the MacBook, they are posted side by side, and both are around the 24,000 pesos range. All they have to do is message each other, and they will have a swap, but they don't. So I am the middle ground, and I hope she agrees that once I get that MacBook, she agrees with the trade with the Asus, because I don't really understand how the MacBook is better than the Asus, which had a better specs. So yeah, until the next time. To show you what I mean, here are the products. This is the Asus, this is the MacBook. I want you to pay attention. The Asus is worth 24,000. The Apple MacBook is worth 24,210. So the MacBook is more expensive even though it has a lower specs. Here are the specs for X45, X49 I mean. I don't have a graph, so but anyway, it is around 1 terabyte, and this is released in 2018. This is released in 2015. So anyone should choose this Asus because it is more recent and it is more updated and, well, more advanced. Meanwhile, this Apple is 2015, so it is old. It is already 2021. Another one, Asus has fingerprint. Macbook 2015 does not have any. Asus has 1 terabyte of storage. Apple only has 128 storage. Um, um, Asus is 14 inches touchscreen. MacBook is only 11 inches and it's not a touchscreen. This is 2015. So, and also another thing to note here is that the number of likes. So the MacBook has 12 likes. The Asus, which has a better specs, only has 1 like. So, and this is me. This is me. So I'm the only one who like this Asus. No one likes an Asus, but they prefer an Apple MacBook even though it is weak and has a lower specs. That's what I don't understand. Maybe if you're an Apple user, you can explain to me why you would choose this and why this is more expensive and why more people like this. I will personally go with the Asus because I will be more productive with this one than with the MacBook. So yeah.